Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? Not much planned. Just watched that lame ass Super Bowl and decided I would go ahead and go live, sipping on a few samples. Got a couple tasty things I wanted to get down and see what they were like, and figured out if there was anybody else out there ready to dip a few and just kind of kick back. Hey, what do you know? I actually had it paused. I almost started on time, and I was like, it would just be weird if I started on time. So had just a few more things to get done real quick. So here we go. Here it is. What's up? The one true David Adams. Cheers, my man. How you doing out there, brother? Oh, the GOAT strikes again. Man, I am no Tom Brady fan, but god dang it. My man, JD, what's good, brother? How you doing? Hey, anybody want to jump on here and BS about anything? Let me know. I'm ready to go in on some WandaVision if anybody's been watching it. Yeah, love him or hate him. You got to believe. Absolutely. Get it up there. Love him or hate him. He is the greatest of all time. He is the absolute GOAT. I'm a diehard Dolphins fan, so yeah, I take that one with a grain of salt, but the man is what he is. He's earned his props, and there's literally nothing you can say at this point. The man is just what he is, the best and the greatest to ever play the position. I used to just fight and argue and say that my man here used to be the greatest to play the position, but it's a new day. It is a new day, and Joe Montana is no longer the greatest. I like to claim my man Marino's the greatest, but it's just facts. It is what it is. Tom Brady, not my favorite, but I give props where props is due, and you have earned it. That man is 43 years old talking about he thinks he could still play when he's 45, 46. Like, if he doesn't retire right now, he's a moron. Like, just go out on top, dude. Just do it. Got another Super Bowl. Nobody else is going to achieve that ever. Just keep your body with what little it has left. What's up, Jake Cruz? I see you out there. My man, JD the Dragon in the chat. But yeah, man, just keep your body. I mean, it's already just going to be pain and agony for that man to wake up for the rest of his life. I mean, you got the beautiful wife, the kids, all the money in the world. Like, go enjoy life. There's nothing more to accomplish. You've done it. You're there. I mean, the rest is just too much. Adding on. So yeah, I don't know. That guy's too old, and bodies don't last forever. My man needs to just lay it down. And like I said, I am no fan of Tom Brady, but give props where it's due. Go out on top, dude. Pulling Elway. I hated Elway too, but give props where it's due, man. He went out on top. He won 2 in a row and bounced like best. See ya. So yeah, now that Tom Brady's taken that title too, just man, go easy. Give your body a break. Oh man, what's up, old schoolers? Jake Cruz, David Adams, the Dragon, old school. Man, we're gonna have to break down some GOT tonight or what? Oh man. What? Living my Rhapsody in the house? I think we might have to get into some GOT. Holy shnikes. I'm not up on any of the latest and greatest. What's going on with the sequels, prequels, and all the equals, but we shall see. Live and learn. I try not to get too hyped up or too worried about any of that because most of it just falls through anyway. Woo! That was the first shot of whiskey of the day. Felt that one all the way down. That tickles. Oh man, anybody else watch the game? If you didn't miss anything, so don't worry about it too much. But it was just a bore trap. Unbelievable. First year not going to a Super Bowl party, so of course that makes it even more lame. It's like so used to just being around so many people and kicking it and doing it. Ha ha! Peter Griffin. Speaking of old schoolers, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh man, for everybody watching our Cobra Kai, I got to go back in again and reverse the reverse. I was talking to my man Slammin, who makes all the thumbnails for us, and he's like, dude, there's no incongruity or whatever on the cuts. Like, her arm's cut on the right arm. It's just that when you look in the mirror, it inverts it, and it makes it look like she's looking at her left arm, but it's because she's in a video looking in a mirror, which, yeah, inverts it. So it's still her right arm. So we were all tripping out going on about that. But no, it is her right arm, and they've been right about it. It was just in the video, in the mirror, the way it looked. So I digress. But admit to being wrong on that one. Oh, yeah. What's everybody else out there doing on a Sunday night? It's kind of late for the East Coasters. I know Jake's out here by us. Nevada. I think JD, I think you're still on my time schedule. And Lamar, I think it's getting late by you, isn't it? Just doing the late night thing. Yeah, I looked at it again. It was a mirror. I know I did that too. I was like, oh, dude, me and my boy were arguing. And finally, I literally had to grab my phone, get in front of a mirror, take the video, and then be like, oh, yeah. I just could not get it through my thick head that that's what was going on. And he was like explaining. It was funny. I was like, yep, I was wrong. You're right. I bow down. A man is humbled. Oh, man. Oh, JD, you are an hour ahead of me. That's right. I forgot about that. Still, it's not too late, though. Only 9:15. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Man, anybody out there watching WandaVision? I am so ready to, I need somebody on screen with me because I'm just ready to go in on WandaVision. It is just crazy, crazy stuff going on with that show. If you're not watching WandaVision, man, you are missing out. I know everybody I didn't like the first 2 episodes. I was like, man, just sit back and relax for a second. Oh my God, it's in black and white. It's something different. Dude, chill. It's you knew it was going to go someplace cool, and it is just wild. It's you don't even know where they're going, but you know it's going someplace cool. The place is tight. I like that show. And then, of course, they had the big crossover there at the end, so I'm not going to say it for anybody who hasn't watched it, but WandaVision is definitely worth your time if you're not watching it. It's probably definitely not for everybody, but I'm loving every minute of it. Got to get through Cobra Kai so I can get into I still haven't watched the 2nd season of The Boys yet, and I haven't seen the 2nd season of Umbrella Academy either. So yeah, I got to definitely I got some catching up to do. I just now watched all of the Clone Wars, caught up on that. I've been getting to my nerd on in Star Wars lately. So I watched all the Clone Wars. That was pretty dope, getting a lot of the backstory. And then I just watched Rebels, so that was kind of cool, filling in a bunch of stuff I didn't know. Because I do not know anything about Star Wars, but now I feel like I kind of do. My daughter has fell in love with WandaVision. Oh, man. WandaVision's legit. It's crazy. It's crazy. What's Jake Cruz asking about? He said, what? Oh, WandaVision is crazy. Have I been watching Snowpiercer? Oh, Snowpiercer. Actually, me and my girl have just recently seen that it's back on. So yeah, we haven't seen the new season yet, though. So yeah, maybe we should run down and do a 3x3 episode of that. Get everybody caught up and do Snowpiercer. That's a fun one. Trying to figure that out. I did not see that little twist at the end of the first season there, which I totally should have. It seems so obvious after you see it. So yeah, that was kind of funny. Oh, got to catch up on a few shows, man. Yeah, me too. I am so behind, man. Like I said, I was watching Clone Wars. Clone Wars was 7 seasons of 22 episodes a season. I was like, oh my God, just not almost too much Star Wars. It was overkill. And then after that, you do Rebels, which has a bunch of it was a lot. But like I said, it was pretty tight. It made me not hate the prequels as much. I'll say that. I understood them better, and they made more sense to me. Snowpiercer, yeah, it's a good one. Jake Cruz turned me on to that one. It's got a movie and a series, and they stay pretty side by side with each other. I mean, they kind of the same thing, but yeah, the series is pretty cool, and it's just started season 2. What's up, Jake? Were you able to binge that one, or are they going episode by episode on that one? Like I said, I haven't looked into it yet. I didn't like the movie, Jake. Found it more absurd than other stuff out there. I wonder how the show compares to the movie. Like I just said, I think the series is definitely better than the movie. It's the same thing. It's the same premise, but I like the series better. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the main character, oddly enough. But that's how good the series is, I think. I didn't really like the main character, and I still watched the whole thing, totally intrigued and into it. So that was pretty cool. Oh, so it has Ned in it. Oh, they are doing it episode by episode? That's cool. Well, I could get on that. I don't know. I'm so late, though. Like I said, I still got to do Umbrella Academy season 2. I haven't watched that yet. I haven't watched The Boys season 2. You got to get in on The Boys, Jake. It's amazing. You will love it. Look at your avatar, for God's sakes. You will love The Boys. It is everything a superhero show should be. It is excellent. Haven't seen the movie, was worried about spoilers. I don't think you're going to get spoiled on anything. Like I said, I mean, it runs pretty much side by side of what's happening, but you're definitely not going to get any spoilers on there. Few good shows going. American Gods. I never got into American Gods. I still got to watch season 1 of that. I haven't seen one episode of that yet. Servant, I haven't heard about. Wanda is amazing. And Road Rules Challenge. Oh, man, you got to get your Road Rules in there. Got to have your reality show or it just wouldn't be the same. Yes, The Boys first season, like I keep saying, the first 7 minutes of The Boys is some of the most amazing television ever. Like the greatest start to a series ever. It was amazing. They just lull you right in. You're like, what is this? You're almost like, what is everybody talking about? This is stupid. What? Oh, The Boys is amazing. It's not an avatar. He said that's what I look like. Dun, 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 dun. 6 Superman in the house. It's awesome. Just call me Christopher Reeves. Or are you the new wave Superman? That's funny. Could not even. Oh yeah, Henry Cavill. Is that it? Henry Cavill. I was about to say, do I not even know the other Superman's name? Good Lord. I guess they're just putting out the trailers for the new one with Falcon and Winter Soldier, so that should be tight. Anybody going to be watching that, getting into that? I'm so glad my buddy hooked me up with his Disney Plus password, being able to watch all this stuff. They got all the good stuff coming out on Disney. It's dope. Getting into the Mr. Verse with the new Godzilla and King Kong. Just started the first movie. Feel it? Oh, Monsterverse. Yeah, I think, didn't they have that book way back in the day? I don't even remember. Maybe I just had both Godzilla and King Kongs, but I almost seem to remember this being a story way back when. You guys all going to go see the King Kong Godzilla? You have to. I mean, that's like one of the big new blockbusters that's going to be out. Got to go see that. What is it going to be, just like old school? Like if you see it in America, it's King Kong wins, and if you see it across the waters, Godzilla wins? Or are they going to keep it more congruent now that everything's on the internet and you can see it both ways? Oh, man. I wonder what's going to happen with WandaVision. They were talking some crazy stuff about China not letting certain things in, and that being the second biggest market. So they can't, what everybody thinks is happening on WandaVision probably won't be able to happen that way, because if they did, it wouldn't be able to open in China. I was hearing all that. I was like, that's kind of wild. It's like, what's that about? Because you totally think it's going to do it and go that way, but yeah, you guys got to watch WandaVision. I'm so ready to talk about it. It's crazy. It's such a good show. Like, yeah, it's a slow burn, but it's amazing. Like, you just have to pay attention because there are just little clues and stuff everywhere. Like, right out of the gate, everybody's like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, Red, what do you mean what's going on? Doesn't that kind of say everything right there? That's all I'm going to say about that. But, yeah, you guys got to watch WandaVision. It's dope. Oh, man. Everybody out there sipping or watching later sipping. This is I just polished off the last glass of my Delilah bottle. Compass Box Delilah. This one, I tell you what, it was not worth $140. Not to me, it wasn't. It's just boring. It's not bad. There's nothing bad about it, but it's not great. It's just, I use it for a starter dram, and you should not be using a $140 bottle of whiskey for a starter dram. That's ridiculous. But yep, for everybody out there sipping, cheers. Was anybody watching the Super Bowl? Did anybody care? Oh my gosh. LMR, Nectar of the Gods. That is probably I don't know, is chocolate milk my favorite liquid on the planet? I can just pound ice water forever and a day too. I really love really cold water, but chocolate milk's right there. And then probably, yeah, coffee, whiskey, and rum fighting for third. I don't even know what's better. Black coffee, I can't do it. I like a little bit of coffee with my cream and sugar, which is crazy, all the different coffees I get. You can't taste the difference, but I do put a lot of cream and sugar in my coffee for worrying about it. We just can't do that. Folgers and shit, I'm not gonna start naming names, putting stuff on blast, but yeah, I don't like those. I drank enough last night. About had to beat down another creepy dude that was scoping my brother's house, trying to break into cars, but once we got on him, he ran home quick. Wow, did you see where he ran home to? That's weird. At least you know where like the neighborhood thief lives. Anything goes missing, you know where to start. Oh, nothing wrong with having a soda, man. Nice, easy kickback Sunday night. I just have this special bottle I've been holding forever, and I just figured tonight would be as great a night as any to crack it open. So, I mean, I guess that makes it fitting that I'm starting with a $150 bottle of whiskey to start it. Because I think that's like that bottle's between like $350 and $420 if you buy the whole fifth, depending on where you get it. But I just want a sample of it a long time ago, and it's been sitting in that sample bottle, and I'm like, you know what? Tonight would be a good night to break that out and drink it. He said, why not? He says, yeah, we know where he lives. That's crazy. How are you the neighborhood thief and everybody knows where you live? Like, how do you get away with anything? Can't get away with nothing. Didn't really care who won, bet on bucks and under. There you go. So you made a little bit of money. Sounds like you were killing the bets the last 8 months. You haven't lost too many bets, have you, Jake? You've been killing the sports bets from what I've been reading in the chat. Sounds like you are doing okay. Scared, yeah. You need to scare, man. That's not anything to do. Liars and thieves are my two biggest pet peeves in life. I just cannot stand it. Like, yeah, they both drive me absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Yeah, I did not care who won. I just wanted to see a good game, and man, couldn't even get that. It was like, what was going on? It's like, why could we not get a good game? What the hell? It's football, man. I'm actually shocked that they made it all the way to the Super Bowl. I was one of those people saying there is no way. Like I said, I've had like my own fantasy league for damn near 20 years, and this is the first year that I just didn't do it. I was like, I don't even think that the league's going to finish. I knew there'd be a bunch of BS. Everything would be tainted. I was like, I just didn't want to deal with the headaches. And it was tainted in a way. I mean, look what happened today. Patrick Mahomes didn't have his 2 starting tackles, and he was just running for his life the entire game. So, I mean, dude, every position matters. Those are all gladiators out there, just the creme de la creme athletes. You cannot have 2 of your stars out and think you're going to compete. It's like, it just doesn't work that way. Oh, Jay Cruz says did all right this year. Yeah, it sounds like you did better than all right. Like I said, every bet you were talking about. How'd you end up doing in your fantasy? Did you end up winning any of your fantasy leagues or placing or at least making any of the fantasy bowls? Yeah, I can't stand thieves. Chiefs online didn't help anything tonight. Mahomes was on the run. Yeah, like I said, man. Both his tackles had to sit out because they're close to COVID. So, I mean, basically, your 2 stars that protect your outside, your most important position, so you don't get blindsided, and both of their 2 stars were out. So, what do you think's going to happen? It's like, that's not fair. That's not right. That's crazy. Solid defensive line, very average everywhere else. Feel it. Solid defensive line. Who's that? Oh, sounds like the Giant Tamer might be up. Oh yeah, it was weird not being at a Super Bowl party this year. Anybody else used to be in like? I mean, you guys usually just chill. You not usually watch football. I love football. I mean, I watch every game that I can, and it was just weird not being at a Super Bowl party this year. A little bit weird. Oh, Carol Funk in the house. Oh, our gladiator on the streets. How you doing out there, Carol? #1 activist in the game. Did not even watch Super Bowl tonight. You did not miss much. I can tell you that. There was not a lot to miss. Other than Tom Brady winning yet another ring, there was nothing to miss. So, yeah, I mean, it was cool. You know, another one shout out for the older folks, 43 years old and still just getting it done. Can't be mad at that. But other than that, there was really nothing to talk about. Gronk coming out of retirement and catching 2 touchdowns. That was pretty sweet. That was probably the highlight of the game for me, seeing Gronk catch 2 touchdowns. Didn't win any, had a few weeks at the wrong time. Yeah, you and me both. I can't believe I don't even want to talk about it. If I don't pull one player out and switch my whole lineup, if I don't switch Taylor out for Evans, I end up going to my fantasy bowl. Instead, I didn't even make the playoffs. I could just puke. It was gross. Oh yeah, my man JD loves some football. Yeah, man. Yep. Football is the best. This one game I can just sit down and watch. I can't sit down and watch. I don't watch basketball ever since they screwed us out of our Sonics, and can't watch baseball even though I used to work for the Mariners. But football is amazing. I could sit there and watch game after game. Carol Funk is always good, I hope. Absolutely love the Carol Funk. Not happy Miami didn't make the playoffs. Didn't watch a lot of the playoffs. Oh, yeah, it was harsh, but I don't know. What do you think about them talking about Watson coming down to Miami? Boy, that'll create a whole windstorm. That'll be a maelstrom of problems. It's like, do you just get rid of Tua and free up all that money, or is Tua the future? Do you let him sit on the bench and just pay him? Man, that's crazy. But you bring a nice young Watson into the fold, that just changes the game completely up. And we still got all those first and second round picks coming up. The Finns are going to the bowl in the next 2 years, for sure. That's my call, and I'm sticking to it. Not a basketball fan. I keep an eye on the Rockies, but football is my game. You and me both, brother. You and me both. Yep, ever since they snuck the Sonics out of here and sent them to Oklahoma at the midnight hour when nobody could do anything about it, I just not a big fan of that, man. But yeah, I literally have not. I used to love basketball, but have not watched a game since. Just sick to my stomach. Can't do it. Oh man, I can't believe nobody's watching WandaVision. You guys are killing me. That show is so fun. Oh man. What's up, JD? You watching the Cobra Kai? I can't remember. Have you been watching that at all? I think this season 3 is a slow burn. It is not a lot going on. Not my favorite season so far, but from what I hear, people being excited about it, I think 8, 9, and 10 are going to be amazing. That's probably what I'll do after this is go watch episode 8 of Cobra Kai. Get ready to write that and get ready for Tuesday. Oh, you're watching WandaVision? Nice, JD. Man, I'm telling you, I got some questions. I think some things are going on. I don't want to spoil it for everybody else in here, but man, I got some things going on. I'm trying to get my other buddy to come on here and talk about it. You should jump on with us too, JD. Get on and just BS about WandaVision. Try to see if we can figure out what's going to happen before they show us what's up this next Friday. Because, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm on to them. I think I have somewhat of an idea of what's happening. And I don't think it's what they're showing us. And man, God, I want to talk about it so bad. Telling you guys, get on that WandaVision. It's fun. It is fun. And I really don't know that much about, I'm not a comics guy. I never really read that many comics. I used to listen to Comics Explained. Like, if I just wanted background, I just put that Comics Explained on and, let them tell a story. And I listened to one of them that was The House of M, which had to do with Wanda. And I don't even remember it being so much Vision. Vision was in it, but it was about Wanda and what was going on with the House of M. And I think that's a big part of what's going on in this story. So it's pretty dope. Yeah, it's on Disney, Carol. It is on Disney Plus. So get Disney or find a friend that has that code and hook it up. Oh, computer is broke. Battery went to shite. That's no good. Got to get that plugged in. What are you, Johnny? That plugs in, man. Wireless doesn't mean that. Cobra Kai for life. Oh, my God. I love it. What's up, Jake? Are they going to kill off Hawk? Is Hawk going to die? Oh, I can't even ask you. You already know. If I called that would be sick, but that would be a little dark for that show. I don't know if they can go there with that. That'd be a little too much, I think, for them. All right. Well, in celebration, it is time. Time to break into my Brooklotti Black Arts 5.5. This is from 1990. It is 24 years old, 49.2% ABV. So almost just under 100 proof. So yeah, this should be something. 24 years old. This will definitely be the oldest whiskey I've ever drank. If you buy this in the store, like I said, it's anywhere from $350 to $420, $450. I don't know. It just depends where you get it from. Yeah, these Brooklonics are not cheap, especially the 24 and 25-year-old ones. No 25-year-old whiskey's cheap except for basically Glenfarclas. Get one of those for probably like 130. But other than that, yeah, once you get up over 21 years old, whiskey gets expensive. But I don't want to get any. This thing's all sealed with wax. I don't want to get any wax in it. Got to keep it perfect. Oh man, 24-year-old whiskey. Like what, 25 years old? I won't take it all right now. I'll just do a taste. This will be interesting. Oh, I've been looking forward to tasting this for a long time. Oh man, look out. It's 24 years old, so I'm supposed to let it chill in the glass for 24 minutes. I don't know if I have 24 minutes in me. I'm definitely gonna have to get something else to drink on it. You think Wanda is supposed to be the bad guy in Doctor Strange Multi-Universe? I don't know. I know a lot of people think that, like, she's basically going to lose her mind and start warping reality, and it's going to have to be Doctor Strange that's going to kind of come in and pull her back. That could totally happen, especially since she's so OP. I mean, she could. Who could stop her? I mean, other than maybe Doctor Strange. And does he have the time gem back? He must, right? Like, yeah, when they went back and did the snap, I mean, he must. Or did they all blow and they're all gone now? Yeah, how does that even work out? I don't know. I'm gonna check that out. So are all the gems like still around, or did they all blow up when Tony did that snap at the end? Never was a neat guy, specialty ice cubes. Oh, yeah, it wasn't neat before I started whiskey. That's for dang sure. I never did anything but rum, Captain and Cokes, and that's funny because I never drank Coke unless there was rum in it. But yeah, I drank I drank the hell out of Captain and Cokes, but ever since I started this whiskey thing, ever since the Giant Tamer got me the Game of Thrones collection, I have not put a Coke in anything. So I haven't had a Coke in basically 2 years, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I literally have not had a Coke in like probably over 2 years. That's nuts. Seems like forever. I don't know if, yeah, oh, man, I was just about to let some WandaVision stuff so that can't do that. But yeah, definitely just saying everybody that has not checked it out need to check it out. And I mean, to be ready, it's not action packed, it's nothing crazy. Just be ready to check out and look at the details because there is things going on at any and all times in the old WandaVision. It's amazing. What we got going on here? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, JDC and WandaVision is based off House of M and will lead into Doctor Strange. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's kind of a blend of House and M and maybe like another thing, WandaVision, and I think they said something like the Immortals or whatever, or Marvel's Disassemble, all wrapped into one. But I think it's mainly going to be the House of M story going on. But I also think they're going to slip in this other thing because, yeah, I'm not 100% that. Yeah, I want to talk about it. I don't think what you're being shown is what's really happening. That's all I'm going to say about that. Plugins doesn't work. Tried that. Missed that one. It's hard not spoiling anything, but I do think the next 3 episodes are the best this season. Oh, I know. See, that's how I am in WandaVision right now. It's like, oh, it's hard not spoiling anything. But yeah, I had a feeling like, I mean, Cobra Kai's got a nice slow burn. Like I said, it's got a nice buildup going. So as long as they pay it off in these next 3, I'm all good. But yeah, it would have to be because it has been pretty slow this season. I don't know. I wonder if that had anything to do with like the recording because I think they got it done well before COVID. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that had anything to do with anything. I think one is supposed to be it. I can't wait for Doctor Strange the Multiverse come out too. That's gonna be another great one. That is gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun one. All right, I have to let this sit. It's too good a whiskey to just pound into. Of course, it has been just sitting in the bottle for a minute. Maybe I should taste it now and taste it then, huh? Cheers. Oh yeah, that's not bad. It's got like a rolling flavor too. Like kind of comes and then comes in another wave, and then that's nice. And it's weird. It's like no burn going down, but it's got like waves going over the tongue. That's wild. That is my oldest whiskey I've ever tasted. 24 years old. That's nice. I like it. Would I pay $450 for it? Probably not. But I like that, and I'm glad I have it. Yeah, that's interesting. That was crazy. Oh, breaking the rules. Yep. I figure, like, how do you know if it's really better to wait the extra time unless you actually taste it? But the reason why I did it on this one is this came from a bottle. Like, this is the end of another bottle anyway. So it's actually already, it like went into this little tiny bottle already aerated. So that's the main reason I tasted it. It's already kind of has some air on it. So it's not like just going cold or just cracking a bottle new. So that's the main reason I broke the rules. He said, well, what's happening? Just brought her brother. Yeah, right? That's insane. And I don't know, because did she or is he? I mean, see, we don't know. Like I said, I don't think everything you're being shown and told in that show is what it is. The timeline, now they're gone. Thanos destroyed them. In the end game, Captain America took all the stones back to the past. Wow, that just breaks so many continuity rules. And like, so if he takes it back to the past, is there ever a vision that gets created? Do things happen exactly the same as they already have, like they're on an infinite loop and are going to happen no matter what? Is there going to be a new Thanos or a new problem? Like, how does that even work? Captain America. I know he took. Did he take all the gems, or did he just take the glove? Wow, yeah. So many questions. I need to go back and watch that because there's actually a lot of questions that are going to matter quite a bit. Like like what stones go to where? Does Doctor Strange get his time stone back? Because Bruce Banner said he promised that he'd bring the time stone back. So is that what Captain America's doing? Is going back to all the different times and giving the gems back? So does he go back and give it back to the one Doctor Strange's, the one who was above Doctor Strange, and give her back the gem? And then now she knows that it was a bad idea and the wrong idea to give it to him in the first place. Like, oh, there's so many things. Time travel ruins everything. Time travel just puts too much junk in the way. Used to always have a battle of SoCo in the freezer. $15 strong. Oh, man. You on Twitter? I want to boost you. We follow each other. I have never seen. I've seen tweets, but I've never sent a tweet in my life. I've never been on Twitter. I know I need to do it, but I am just so not the social media guy. Never been on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Click Clack, whatever is out. I've never done any of that stuff. I really should. I really need to, but yeah, just never had a Twitter account or done anything like that. But I should. It'd take them back to keep the timeline how it is now. But yeah, but where do you place all those things? And like, where in the timeline do you take them back to? Like, I don't know. That's crazy. Spoiler: not the most impressive superpower. Oh, if they wouldn't have done the timeline, it would have been messed up. Yeah, I know they. Yeah, I'm just wondering where and when he dropped those things off. Like, I mean, he had to get them back in there, but yeah, I don't know how that works out. Like I said, time travel messes up everything. It's the worst. Oh, feel it. Yeah, one of it. That's right. You said yeah, that's funny. Oh, it's hard. I mean, can you have a Twitter? Can you be in social media and not get spoiled these days? I mean, I'm pretty good because I just won't. I'll leave my phone on the buzzer off and the ringer off and not turn on YouTube, and I can pretty much stay spoiler free for like games I want to watch or whatever. But man, for big reveals like that, if you're on Twitter or Instagram, I mean, isn't that going to be the first thing on everybody's page? Everybody trying to be the first one to break the news or talk about it or say something. Like, that's another reason I'm not on there. It's like, man, you get spoiled on everything all the time. I don't even get on Facebook anymore. I haven't for a long time. Oh, Iron Throne is boosting you. I will still share. Sick Iron Throne. Feel it? Love the Iron Throne. He's awesome. It's explained in Endgame between Hulk and the old Keeper of the Stone. Let's explain an endgame between the Hulk and the Old Keeper of the Stone. Yeah, I got to rewatch that because I mean, do they stay for sure? And I mean, can we know for sure exactly where in time, like I said, where all those stones are going? Because if they took it back to the one who gave, I can't remember her name, but the one who gave Doctor Strange that time zone or time stone, then she already said that she must have made a mistake. So would she, if she had a chance to go back and redo it, would she even give him the time stone this time, or would she try to find somebody else? That'd be kind of crazy. Oh yeah, we Iron Throne. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. We love Iron Throne. It's always in competition. Who's going to be lay the funniest one liner, him or Peter Griffin? He explains it all. It had to be returned so an alternate timeline would not happen. Right, but isn't that kind of general? Like, just had to return it. Return it to where? Because I don't think they went that in deep or in depth, did they? Oh, it's starting to open up. All right, I need that one real quick. How about that one's close? Keep it in the old McAllen family. Just a little something to sip on until that one opens up. Why not? 15 minutes. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh yeah, but I definitely one of my next ones. Obviously, the next one will be Tuesday with going back in on Cobra Kai. But one after that, I definitely got to get some folks on here and talk some WandaVision theories because I think I'm on the right track to where that's heading. That's gonna be fun. Yep, Jake, you got to get into that one quick. There's only a couple episodes. You could catch up pretty fast, but it is fun. It's a good one. Yeah, I haven't seen Ian since he hasn't been on here in a couple of weeks. I haven't seen him in a few. All stones had to return at the same time they were taken at the same person or place they were taken from. So, okay, that makes sense. At least you know exactly where he took them to then. But then again, that, like I was just saying, if they take him back to a girl and she was saying when he took it in the first place, if all this is happening, that maybe she shouldn't have gave it to him in the first place, does she give it to him the next time around? That would be an interesting concept. I wonder if that's going to have to do with the reality that gets tweaked in the multiverse when Doctor Strange comes back. Oh man, just Marvel after Marvel after Marvel. So crazy. What do you guys think? Is the Josh Snyder cut going to be any good, or Zack Snyder cut going to be any good with the revamp of DC and the Justice League? It's like, man, if you fail, you just kind of got to let that go and redo another one, don't you? I mean, do you just go in and try to clean up and redo something that's already kind of been shattered? I don't know. I don't know if I like that theory. Seems kind of crazy. What do you guys think? God, this one smells good. Man, this one got banged on. Freaking $200 whiskey that everybody thought was just, I don't know. I think everybody just likes bagging on McAllen, but everybody was banging on this one. Like, oh, they're just throwing stuff in there. I think it smells and tastes amazing. I like McAllen. Oh, Carol Funk says, I'm going to watch a movie with my son. He has his own apartment that I pay for, but he won't go home. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, that's good. Quality time. Take it while you can get it, Carol. So glad you were able to drop in. Thanks for being here. I'm only going to be on for like another 13 minutes or so, and then I'm going to have to help get the giant tamer off to work. So we won't be on here too much longer, but thank you so much for dropping in. I always love seeing Carol Funk. I know, but what Doctor Strange had to do was what had to be done. It was the only way to beat Thanos. If Strange wouldn't have gone, gave Thanos the stone, everything destroyed. Yeah, but if they never gave that to, I mean, if they never gave that stone to him in the first place, then maybe things happen differently and it doesn't even come to that. Maybe things work out in a whole different path if Strange isn't the one that has it. Like, that's a whole butterfly effect. That changes everything. But yeah, as far as with him being in the timeline, yeah, you already said he looked at a million and some freaking things, and there's only one way to do it, and that was it. So they made it happen. Snap. That was ruthless. Tony, you think is Iron Man coming back? Think they're going to find a way to bring Tony back? I like the actors, stories that suck. I like the first Wonder Woman. First Wonder Woman was amazing, but yeah, DC, all the rest of DC. I actually didn't even hate Aquaman. I mean, the story was ridiculous, but I mean, it was just so cool visually that I let him get away with a lot. But this last Wonder Woman was god awful. That was absolutely atrocious as far as movies go. And yeah, Justice League, as far as like bringing everybody on screen at the same time, like that should have been a Marvel moment, and it just wasn't. It was just so lackluster, so weak. And that's so crazy. Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman, those are the biggest superheroes on the planet. Those are the most popular, most famous, biggest, been around longest, like number one superheroes. Why aren't they the best? Why aren't they easily the best movies? I don't get it. Like their story should be the best. They have the most to go on. Like those are already the most popular superheroes. Why do you make their movies so poorly? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't think they will change anything as far as the stones in the past that's done and now working towards a secret invasion. Yeah, Secret Wars, that's going to be nuts. That's going to be a cool movie too, I think. I wonder how long it takes to get there. I mean, they're going to do so many other single movies before that happens. Man, when you drink whiskey, you do need to drink a lot of water, though. I'll tell you what. It will dehydrate you quick. Yeah, Secret Wars is going to be amazing. Marvel's doing, yeah, I don't know. I mean, and it's not even Russian. They have the same amount of time. It just, for some reason, Marvel's just hiring all the best people or people that care or just people that get it. I don't understand, like, why or how it gets so bad. It shouldn't be. It makes no sense that it is. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, both of them are throwing around tens and tens of millions of dollars. Why aren't they getting it right? Why, for that much money, can you not make it happen better than you're making it happen? Batman versus Superman? Come on. Why'd you say that name? Get out of here. So dumb. I just do not get it. Phase 5, you think that's when they bring in Secret Wars? That'd be pretty crazy. Every time they bring a bunch of superheroes together, they blow it. Yeah, they should be by far the best. It's despicable that they're not. They've been the most famous forever. And Aquaman. I mean, Aquaman's always even been one of my favorites. Like, come on, The Flash and Aquaman. Come on, man. That should have been amazing, and it just was not. It's starting the new Spider-Man. You think they're gonna? You think they're gonna start crossing stuff over with like the new series, JD? Like the WandaVision and Falcon and all that stuff. You think they're gonna start doing like crossovers with like X-Men and other stuff? You think they're going to make all those worlds come together? Like there's a flashpoint that brings everybody into the same universe? Or are they going to keep stuff separated and just kind of let one die off? Let one genre go, so to speak. Because it sounds like that's kind of what they're doing with this new Spider-Man movie. So wouldn't that almost have something to do, wouldn't that have to do with the Flash or something like that? That's what they really need to do is get the Flash out there and like make it happen, do Flashpoint, and then you can get away with anything at that point because then there's multi-universes and you got everything going on. Well, they need to get that going on. I hope they don't do that with Quicksilver and Marvel. That would be weird. But I don't know. DC's got to do something. They got all the best characters. They cannot just keep putting out shitter after shitter. They got to bring it home somehow. And I don't think redoing a movie that already busted is the way to bring it home. It's like, come on, man. Just come up with something fresh and new. It should not be that difficult. We'll all start crossing into everything. Marvel, Wanda, Brother, and Quicksilver from the X-Men. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like that's what's going to happen. I don't even think that that's what it is. Like what they're showing is what it is. But I think they are going to start merging everything one way or the other. Absolutely. I think they're just going to start merging everybody onto everything and just make it one big happy family. And basically, as soon as they get it all integrated, anybody can show up on anybody's show. That's just going to be the way it is, which is the way it should be. I mean, it's all coming from the same thing. That's amazing. I mean, you should be able to see Spider-Man on the X-Men and the Thing on WandaVision, and you know what I mean? You should have all those different crossovers. That'd be so dope. Definitely the way it should be. Venom is going to cross into Spider-Man. Yeah, no, the two being on the same. I mean, isn't Venom from Spider-Man? Like, isn't Venom a Spider-Man villain? So, I mean, isn't it ridiculous that they're not already on the same thing? And that just seems silly to me. I don't know what they're doing with that. Wow. See if we can tell the difference between a non-age statement and a 24-year-old whiskey. And see if we can tell the difference. I mean, shouldn't you just really be able to? Get a quick rinse. Boy, Macallan definitely smells like Macallan. I think this one was matured in like 6 different casks, and I mean, it comes through. It's super oaky. This is just everything. There is so much going on in this glass. Oh my God. It's light but deep and fruity with just this crazy, I don't know what that smell is. There's a crazy smell in the back end, not like methanine, or ethanol, but almost like this just vapor. And it's beyond alcohol, but I mean, there is so much going on in here. That is complex. The taste is good, but I think the nose is better. I don't think the taste, but then again, I forgot it does keep rolling. Like as I'm talking, it's like wave after wave kind of keeps coming. That is weird. I've never had a whiskey do that before. That is wild. Wow, that is weird. I don't know. I feel like the nose is more complex than the taste, but then I said, like, right when you think it's over, it just keeps coming and coming and coming. Like, that is a wild experience. Never had that with a whiskey. That's nuts. Oh, man. I like the Dark Hawk comics. They should cross that storyline. I have no idea what the Dark Hawk comics are. Like I said, I was never into the comics. Just like the movies. But I do like watching Comic Explain because he like gives you like the background on a little more in depth of why the movies are, or how they got to where they are, where the movies just kind of gloss over it. There's another dude too, I can't remember. There's like 2 of them I used to watch. Sony's Venom, Disney does. Yeah, see, that's ridiculous. I mean, how can you not have a villain in with the superhero in the same movie? That's silly. Sony also has Spider-Man, but Disney has promotion. Spider-Man promotion. Publicly traded stock ruined the world. They took a fight for the little man last week, though. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I think it sounded like they were giving them permission to do whatever they want. I mean, as long as they're dumping money in their laps, that's what it always boils down to, is how much money they have and who's making more money. So as long as they're giving them, I mean, obviously you guys can't make a good movie. You have the product. Let us use your product. We'll pay you for letting us use the product, and everybody's happy, including the fans. So just they need to quit making that. These look almost identical on camera, huh? But yeah, they need to not be hard-headed and just, sit back, take the cash, and let the people that know what they're doing do it. Oh, man. Well, it has been crazy. Like I said, what a just lame, pretty much day. I mean, I don't know. I'm just so used to, like, Super Bowl is like a national holiday for me. It's like to just not be at a Super Bowl party is so weird. Then I couldn't even go like home and watch it with my folks because I went and played poker with some guys. Which I mean, we're all the same bubble. We kind of try to stick to it, but still, anytime I'm like with anybody, I'm just too nervous to go around my parents. It's like I'd freak out if I gave them anything. Got him sick. Oh, I'll be glad when it's all over. What happens when the Marvel sold everything to Sony Pictures, Spider-Man X, and Atlantis 4, but Disney and Sony are playing nice right now, and we'll see. Oh, man, I hope they all play nice for the foreseeable future so they can get her done and we can all enjoy and reap the benefits of it. Man, there is a funk. Now that the air is hitting on this, there is just those vapors I was talking about are just turning into like this crazy funk. Hold the line, Ja Rule. Don't sell. Hold the line. That's so sweet. Yeah, when you got Ja Rule as your spokesman, you know you're on the wrong side of it if you got even him yelling at you. That was awesome. That was so sweet they were able to do that and just watch those Wall Street idiots just go nuts, just crying because they weren't the ones able to screw the market for once. Let somebody else reap some of those benefits. Absolutely. The whole season was off. If it wasn't for your fantasy streams and betting, I wouldn't have cared. Oh, man, thanks. I feel you. Like I said, almost 20 years of doing a league, man, and my boys were hyped. They were not happy with me. It's like, dude, what do you mean you're not doing it? I was just like, I don't know. I just don't want the headache. Like, I'd already heard like a third of the people weren't even going to be playing, and I was done with it. Like, yeah, they won a Super Bowl, but how tainted was it? I mean, a lot of people don't even realize there's so many people that did not play this season because they all opted out. I mean, the NFL gave all the players that decision. Like, if you didn't want to play or stay, you didn't have to. So basically, they let anybody who wanted to opt out this season. And damn, not maybe a third, but a bunch did. A huge amount did. And whether they're like all-star names that you know or not, it's still like linemen. Like I said, you saw what happened when just 2 linemen were out of this game. It was a catastrophe. So what happens when like actually 3 of your starting linemen aren't there? This whole season is going to have an asterisk by it. But hopefully we'll be back on track and everything will be exciting and we'll be back in the running and in the mix of it next year. And after doing these that little stream, that little fantasy league with the money, I'll probably start up another league next year with the money like that. That was fun. Actually probably do it for some true winnings this time around. But yeah, that was a good time for sure. But yeah, this season, like I said, it was off because, I mean, it was what it is. It'll have a little asterisk next to it. Cheers to the 2020 NFL season. Won't miss you. That is just, what is that taste? It almost tastes like the Macallan Edition 5 a little bit. The way it dances on your tongue like that. That's the only other whiskey that I've had that like just made the back of your tongue tingle. This one's more the front of your tongue and just keeps coming, roll after roll, but that is interesting. It's like some tropical fruits coming out of it now. That is wild. We're running now. What do we got? Yep, right on, buddy. I got to do it too. It's 9 o'clock. I just heard the Giant Tamer's alarm go off, so I got to help her get ready for work and out the door. So thank you guys for coming in, stopping in. We'll definitely be back up and running this Tuesday for the Cobra Kai. So we'll be back up at about regular time between 5:30 and 6:30. So that's Western time. So come on back. Hope everybody's having an absolutely fantastic weekend and the week's even better. So we'll see you guys Tuesday. You guys be easy.